Hey, this is M from the 33 Secrets, and welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm sitting out here in my hotel room right now, shooting these coaching videos for you. Got the Las Vegas Strip behind me. I'm actually staying here on the Strip, and got a great view. So, the topic for tonight's coaching video is how to deal with girls who treat you as an object versus a person. Okay, because one thing you'll find when you're out there gaming, especially in a crowded venue where a hot girl is getting hit up by dozens upon dozens of horny guys, is she will tend to treat you as an object versus a person. Now, why does she treat you like an object? The reason why she is treating you like an object is simply because she doesn't have time. She doesn't have the mental space and energy to sit there and see you as a person. She doesn't have the mental patience to sit there and see you as a person. So instead, she merely sees you as another object, another guy trying to hit on her, trying to take her to bed, trying to get her pants off. So whenever you are gaming a girl in a crowded venue, these are generally going to be the times that she treats you as an object versus a person. And the thing you have to understand about pickup and game itself and attraction building is you cannot build attraction with a girl if she does not see you as a person. If she is still seeing you as an object, as just another guy who's trying to pick her up. Okay, in order to actually work game on her, work game successfully to the point where she does become attracted to you and she starts physically escalating with you, she needs to start seeing you as a person versus an object. Now, there are some girls in certain situations where I was in a crowded venue and the girl started physically escalating with me anyway because she was feeling horny and she thought I was cute and she was just letting things happen just for the fact that I was there in front of her and I was turning her on. And in that situation, she was not yet seeing me as a person. She was still seeing me as an object, but she was seeing me as an object that she was attracted to. Later on in the night, as we spent more time together and as I was able to keep talking to her and as we were able to sit there and she gave herself a chance to get to know me better, she slowly started to see me as more of a person and less of an object. Like, hey, this isn't just a hot guy who's feeling me up, that I'm feeling up, but this is actually a cool hot guy. This is a cool guy that I would like to get to know further. So understand, you can work game on a girl, you can get hot and heavy with her. She does not need to see you as a person. She could still see and treat you as an object. But when it comes to anything more than that, say you want to actually get this girl out on a date with you, say that you want to see this girl again in the future, then she is going to need to actually see you as a person and not merely just an object. And unfortunately, a lot of these girls who love to frequent these crowded venues on the weekends, bars and clubs, for example, these girls tend to see men merely as objects and not as actual people. Okay, this is why I am very much against picking up girls in bars and clubs. Of course, there are certain types of bars that I'm okay with. If it's like a restaurant lounge that happens to have a bar, that's okay. But if we're talking about a bar with a dance floor in it or any sort of nightclub with a dance floor, I generally tend to stay away from those just for the fact that the girls in those venues tend to see you as an object versus a person. The type of girls in those venues tend to have what I call shiny object syndrome, where they see hot guy after hot guy after hot guy and they don't really see beyond that. They see these guys merely as objects and not as actual people. And this is what allows a girl like that to be very, very cold and mean-spirited towards you, where she can cut you down, she can say all sorts of nasty things towards you and not feel an ounce of empathy for you as a human being. Okay, it's because she does not see you as a person. Because if she saw you as a person, she would not talk to you like that. But because she sees you as an object, she has no problem talking to you like that. She has no problem cutting you down. So when it comes to gaming girls, the worst place you can go to work game on a girl is a dance club, is a busy venue, a nightclub, a busy bar with a dance floor. Okay, these are the worst places you could go to work game on girls because just for the fact that they don't have the mental patience to sit there and allow you to work game on them. They don't have the mental patience to sit there and allow you to work game on them. So they are very much going to sit there and treat you like an object, where they have no problem cutting you down if you get on their nerves. They have no problem, making you feel bad about yourself, even embarrassing you in front of your friends if they need to. Okay, and they will not feel an ounce of empathy for you. Okay, however, if you were to approach this same girl, say during the day, where it's just you and her, all of a sudden, the logistics change, right? The dynamic of your interaction will change, where all of a sudden, because it's just you and her, she will have the mental patience and the mental focus to sit there and allow you to work game on her, where she'll be almost forced to see you as a person and not some object that is merely approaching her that day. The guys who have the balls to approach hot girls during the day or even the night outside of the clubs, these are the guys that she will see as a person and not an object. Okay, because not a whole lot of guys have the balls, or much less the skill, to do that. Okay, most guys without this type of training go straight to the bars and clubs and they just kind of roll the dice, hoping to get lucky, hoping to take home one of these nightclub celebrities. So if you want to work games successfully in a crowded bar or crowded venue, if you happen to be there and you're dealing with a hot girl who's getting hit up by dozens and dozens of horny guys, you have to understand that girl, in order for you to work game on her, she has to see you as a person. Okay, she has to see you as a person. Now, in order for her to see you as a person, the way to accomplish that is you will have to isolate her, which takes a little bit of skill when you're in a crowded venue, especially as a newbie pickup artist, okay? Because you're trying to isolate the hot girl in the club who's getting hit up by dozens and dozens of other horny guys. So you are going to need to systematically approach this girl and quickly pull her away from the crowd, where you can isolate her away from all these other horny guys and you can be alone with her, where she could focus on you and you only, and she can start to see you as a person and not some mere object that is trying to get in her pants. But as much as possible, you want to be approaching girls outside of the nightclub, outside of the busy bars and these busy venues, where the girl can actually sit there and have the mental patience to actually get to know you as a person and not just some random dude who is approaching her. And the thing you need to understand about girls who frequent bars and clubs every weekend, okay, who frequent these bars and clubs and are almost addicted to it, okay, these girls are also addicted to the attention, okay, and they don't care who gives it to them, because, like I said, she does not see these potential male suitors as people. She just sees them as objects. She just sees them as objects that are giving her attention, that are feeding her attention. She doesn't see them as people. It's very disturbing on many levels, which is why, for me personally and what I teach my students, these are just not the type of girls you want to go for. They're not the type of girls that you want to be bringing home and introducing to your family and friends. Okay, even if you do hit it off, these are just not the type of girls that you want in your life. Because these girls have that shiny object syndrome, guess what? She will always have that shiny object syndrome. So even if you are successful at gaming this girl and making her your girlfriend, you're always going to constantly be looking over your shoulder whenever you're not with her. You just are. You're going to be wondering when the next hot guy is going to walk by, where she's going to turn her head and be like, who's that guy? I want to get to know him. Okay, because these girls are very, very, very promiscuous. Girls who frequent bars and clubs on the weekends are very promiscuous. There's a reason why they're there. And a lot of those girls already have boyfriends. They have boyfriends that they leave at home while they go out to the bars and clubs. Okay, every single chick that I met at a club had a boyfriend sitting at home. Okay, almost every single one of them. Very rarely were any of them actually quote unquote single. They always had some guy waiting for them at home. If you become the next boyfriend, guess what? You are going to be the next guy who's waiting at home while she's back out there at the clubs. Because as I always like to teach my students, how it starts is also how it ends. So if you start your relationship with this girl where you meet her at a club and she's got some boyfriend sitting at home waiting for her, and then you become that guy, you become the boyfriend, guess what? How it starts is how it ends. You're gonna be that same chump while she goes back to the club. You're gonna be sitting at home, and she's gonna meet the next guy because she's got that shiny object syndrome. She's gonna meet the next hot guy that she's gonna replace you with. And don't worry, that next hot guy is gonna get replaced too. That's how these girls operate. They're very cold. Okay, they are very cold. And even for somebody like myself who's been doing game as long as I have, one thing that never changes is how cold these girls can be. But for the purpose of this coaching video, that is how you approach a girl in a busy venue, whether it be a nightclub, a dance club, a bar with a dance floor. That is how you get these girls to stop seeing you as some random dude trying to get in her pants and instead start seeing you as a person, okay, as a real person and not some object. So that's all I have to say for tonight's coaching video. I'm gonna wrap up here. This is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a beautiful night out there, and I will see you in my next coaching video.